Is it more than just white people that just play this game? Because she doesn't want me to be like the only black person being there, but it's like the only way to like increase the diversity is to be like a catalyst. Because once one person sees it, it's going to like make a chain reaction. If he can do it, then I can do it too.
Your world champion, Buddha!
My dad, we would skip daycare, and he would just sit me on the couch and we'll just play PlayStation while just eating peanuts on the couch. This is my PlayStation Pro, where I do mostly my solo games and competitive gaming. I also have the Buffmaster 280 steering wheel, which is for my F1 and Gran Turismo. People would tell me like, yo, gaming it's not for you. You can't play video games all your life. It just came to the point where I was just like, let me find something else to do. It went from people saying you can't do it to now it's there. There's an opportunity. Get it while it's there. That's where that fire has been just lit. My goal is to get on that eSports team and literally just prove everybody wrong.
Hi, my name is Jeannail Carter. I'm a professional Tekken 7 player for Equinox Gaming, and I've been competing full-time for about 1.5 years now. The deeper I got into the scene, and even more so recently, there are times where it feels a little overwhelming because it's very obvious, you know, that I'm one of the few Black women who compete at this level, and there are times where you see things that are said. I remember it was a top player in another game. He mentioned that it was pretty much like Black women can't really play fighting games. And word for word, pretty much. Racism and prejudice, they're very sensitive topics in the community. And when you speak about your experiences, if it doesn't happen to other people, a lot of the time they think it doesn't happen.
Ever since they announced the eSports, I've been constantly talking to Dr. Hughes. I've given him multiple ideas of what I want the eSports program to be. I really want this to really grow to something big.
Coming into high school, 9th and 10th grade, we ended up finding a lot of people here also played video games. Several of them playing the same video games, and then as we practiced with each other and played, we said, well, we can actually probably really turn this into a real thing. You don't see very many players that look like me on a global level for several FPS games. Most recently, Overwatch League. I looked at that and several of the people in our school that were playing Overwatch was like, that's it, that's my goal. I'm gonna be the first Black Overwatch League player. And so in that sense, there's a lot more progress to be made. Especially also if you wanted to put race aside or ethnicity aside, then the genders in Overwatch League. There's only one female player in all of Overwatch League. I actually did a visit for several HBCUs last year, and Hampton wasn't necessarily top of the list. Applying to it was kind of a 50-50, and the gaming thing is really what pushed me over. I'll be honest, this monitor and this mouse and this keyboard and the desktop computer isn't very cheap to build. It's about, I dare say, like $1,400–1,500 for this entire setup, and so it's definitely not something someone can just jump into. You have people who just never have been given the materials to perform on the level of the pros, and then you give them the materials to perform on the level of the pros, and they get pretty close.
Getting the eSports program to a point where we can bring in high school kids, bring them into our school, our program, and to have people be on the team and compete with each other. That's kind of what I'm really excited for. Get these eSports teams connected together and just have a great time and compete for championships.